The Nintendo Wii U, released November 18th, 2012, that's today. Almost exactly to the day 6 years after the Nintendo Wii revitalized the video game market with its motion controls. And here I am to open the Wii U. And of course I have a game to go with it. So let's see what happens when I unbox this thing. Just got back from GameStop. There were about 6 people in line ahead of me. We'd all pre-ordered because they had no systems left for anyone who hadn't. This is the deluxe set, so I paid $3.50 for this, plus tax. And of course $59.99 for the game, plus tax. I thought it was only going to be $49.99, typical of a Wii game, but this is no Wii, this is the Wii U. Let's see here. Nope. Aha, so it doesn't have a lid that lifts up, you have to slide it out. And here's what you get. Some nice padding. Lots of different chunks, layers. Let's see, this is probably going to be the gamepad. The innovative new game controller that people thought might just be an upgrade to the existing Wii, but no, it's part of a whole new system. Has 2 analog sticks, one on either side. A, B, X, Y in a Super Nintendo configuration. The D-pad right here. Power button. Control, labeled TV. Battery, home, microphone. Here's the camera. See, up here we have a volume control. Headphone jack. AC adapter. LR triggers. ZL, ZR bumpers, or actually vice versa. These would be the bumpers and these would be the triggers. Nothing descriptive on the sides. And a little screw right here, perhaps to mount it on something. And this looks like it should be a battery case that lifts off with the screws right here. And there's a sync button right there. Alrighty. This, I'm guessing, is the console itself. I'll be darned. Nice and black and shiny. Black is unique to the deluxe console, which has 32 gigabytes of internal storage. The white console has only 8. Otherwise, as far as I know, they are identical in function and capability, so game designers don't need to worry about which unit you have. The other big differences, as you'll see as I continue with the unboxing, between the deluxe and the regular sets, are what comes in the box. Toss that over there. Wow, let's see. See, these are not lids. They do not lift open. I'm wondering where the SD card goes. There it is. SD slot, 2 USB ports, eject, power, sync. There's also a sync button on the gamepad, so those are probably how they sync together. And let's see, on the back you have another USB port, a sensor bar, the AC adapter, AV multi-out, and new, appearing for the first time ever in any Nintendo system, HDMI out. Oh yeah. Now we're playing with power. This console is much longer than the Wii, but otherwise looks pretty similar. Let me grab my Wii here so you can compare them. Here's the Wii. I pulled off the lid on the side for a while there. And there's my GameCube memory card. This is not GameCube compatible. It is Wii compatible. So I'll finally be retiring my old GameCube games or hooking up my GameCube again with my Game Boy player. I like systems that can play multiple consoles worth of games. So about the same height, about the same width, but much deeper. Interesting. Alright, so there's the game system, there's the game pad, and there's this last box right here with all the lovely accessories. Let's see, what do we have? Well, this looks like an AC adapter. Very exciting. This looks like an AC adapter. So this one, the smaller brick, is probably for the gamepad, and this is for the system. Because you'll notice that the gamepad doesn't have a spot anywhere to put AA batteries like the Wiimotes do. So this has to have a recharging station, which should be one of these accessories, because that is standard with the deluxe unit. Although that didn't stop GameStop from trying to sell me another one. Just in case this one didn't work out, they said. Like it's a relationship or something. Yep, that would be the docking station right there. And that's where the AC adapter plugs in. Like a USB, yeah, just got to get it going the right way. There we go. That should be easy enough. I'll have to find somewhere to plug that in. An HDMI cable, right out of the box, very nice. I don't remember my Xbox 360 coming with one of these. So it's nice that I don't need to now go on Amazon and buy one for $5–10, or go to Best Buy and buy it for $20 to $50. Another sensor bar, which I already have, because I have a Wii. They don't want us to buy things that we already have, which is why the system comes with no more Wiimotes. But you can't play the system without one of these, and it's not fair to expect you to have a Wii. So this is actually a good thing to include. Besides, you can always use an extra sensor bar, right? In case you run out of menorahs or something. The manual. One of the few instances in which you'll actually see one of these anymore, because not much is actually sold in stores nowadays. It's all downloadable. And let's see, what languages is this in? It looks like Spanish, French, and English. That sounds about right. And very exciting. Let's see, this is the, I don't know, because it's not at all in English. Okay, so that's just Spanish and French. And it appears that is too. Here we go, English. I understand this. The Quick Start Guide. You can bet I'll be consulting this very quickly. Or perhaps I can just figure it out. It shouldn't be that hard to hook up the Wii, I would hope. What I'm most interested in is transferring data from the Wii to the Wii U. This is not a charging station. This is simply a cradle. Now, why you would want to cradle your gamepad when you could be charging it, I'm not quite sure. And finally, there's Nintendo Land Wii. This is their equivalent of Nintendo Wii Sports. This is your introduction to the new system. It is for 1 to 5 players and has a whole bunch of different mini games on it, just like Wii Sports did. Alright, let's get this thing hooked up. Naturally, the gamepad doesn't come charged. Who knows how long it's been sitting on the shelf. So before I can even turn on the system, I need to charge it. It's currently sitting in the cradle. I'll give it about an hour. Before I turn on the Wii U, a couple of caveats. First, if you were paying attention during the unboxing, which I obviously was not, you may have noticed 2 accessories get discarded because they were taped to some of the cardboard packaging. Well, I found them. Here they are. These are the stands or mounts for the Wii U console, in case I want to mount it vertically instead of horizontally. In my particular scenario, I'm not going to be using these. Second, I apologize for the dust on my entertainment center. You can see I haven't used my Wii much lately, and video game systems don't really get moved around much anyway. Third of all, I've used as many of the same connectors for my Wii U as I have for the Wii, when possible. That means the same sensor bar. I could not use the same AC adapter because it's actually shaped differently. They don't want you using the same one. And I also have not used the HDMI cable that came with the Wii U. For now, even though I do have an HD TV, I'm using the component input. Since I don't have a screen capture device and I'll only briefly be showing the video output of the Wii U, I'm hoping that it won't matter too much to you. Alright, let's turn this bad boy on. My game room isn't designed for gaming during the day, and I don't have any lighting equipment, so I apologize for any reflection. But nonetheless, let's see what happens. I'm going to grab the gamepad and press the power button in the corner here. It says, turn on the TV and the Wii U console, then switch the TV's input to the correct setting for Wii U. And then it repeats the same item in 3 different languages. Let's see. turn on the Wii U console. Alright. That's true. Since these aren't synced yet, I might not be able to turn on the console using the Wiimote. Or rather, the gamepad. Let's see, here we go. Okay. The whirring sound is very familiar from the Wii. The blue light is on. I tilt down a bit so you can see it more. There's the console down there. No sound yet. Turn on the Wii U. Turn the Wii U gamepad on, and then press the sync button on the Wii U console. Okay. Pushing the little red button that says sync. Confirm that the Wii U gamepad is turned on, then press the sync button on the Wii U gamepad, and enter the 4 symbols shown below. Now the button is a little bit recessed, so I'm going to have to use my pen to press it. And then it says to enter 4 different card suits. I believe that being clubs, hearts, spade, spade. Let's see. Clubs, heart. My first experience with the touch interface on the gamepad. Spade, spade. Connecting to the Wii U console. Looks like they're talking to each other. Almost looks like a Game Boy Advance over there. Your Wii U gamepad is now ready for use. Please look at the gamepad screen in French or Spanish. Okay, I'm looking at the screen and it's saying the same thing on both screens. Please look at the gamepad screen. Instructions will... Interesting, the gamepad says instructions will appear on the TV screen. So which is it? Why don't I push the home button, see what happens. No home. Okay. Push the TV button. Oh, tap the screen to set up the console. There we go. Now I had to use my pen to push the sync button because there is no stylus with the system. Select language. English, French, Spanish, or Portuguese. English, please. Please proceed with setup using the Wii U gamepad. Change the display language of the Wii U gamepad. It may take up to 2 minutes. Okay. I thought it already was in English, but it actually was showing all the languages. Language set to English. That took a lot less than 2 minutes. Country. United States, Canada, Mexico, many others. United States, please. From now on, you'll be able to turn off your console using the power button on the Wii U gamepad. Great. Tap next or push A. A. Set the date and time. It's not on the internet yet, so it doesn't know this. On the TV screen, it's showing August 25th of 2012, which is about 3 months ago. On the gamepad, it's showing January 1st of 2012. Today is actually November 18th. Of 2012. And the time is 2 of noon. So 11:58. It's not asking, but that is Eastern Standard Time. Date and time have been saved. Changing the display resolution of the TV screen. My TV has been configured for 480i, because as I said, I'm not using HDMI at this moment. I'll have to reconfigure that later. It says if you want to change these settings, tap TV display settings. Not right now, maybe later. By setting up the TV remote function, you can use your Wii U gamepad to control your TV. Do you want to set up the TV remote? Sure, why not? I wonder if it can automatically detect my Samsung. This setup process will enable you to control your TV using your Wii U gamepad. Please select the type of remote you currently use to control your TV. I use my TV remote. Enter the first letter of the TV manufacturer's name. Samsung, S. Sampo, Samsung, Sansoi, Samsung. After turning on your TV, test each of the buttons on the right to confirm everything is working. Volume. That actually is working. The volume on my TV is going up and down. I actually don't want volume on the TV because I use surround sound. Let's see. And I can even choose my input source. So I would tap worked as opposed to didn't worked. Configured. Manufacturer Samsung. Device TV signal type 1. I guess that was the only function I had to test, was input and volume. You can only use the TV remote when the TV remote screen is displayed on the gamepad. This feature can be used while playing games without suspending them. You can also use this feature even when the Wii console is turned off. I use the right analog stick to control the screen, the TV screen. Okay. Setup for TV remote is now complete. Okay. If you're using a sensor bar, please configure the settings. Okay, set it up. Sensor bar is below the TV. Okay. Tap the icon to the left of the Wii U menu to view health and safety information. Not planning on having a seizure, so I'll pass for now. I'll click through to the EULA and the TOS, agree, agree, agree. The internet connection now needs to be set up. Great. I am going to use, well, let's see. I actually don't broadcast my SSID, so it's certainly not listed here. I'm going to push Y for connection type, manual configuration, SSID, and type in the name of my network. And security. No, actually I don't use a password, I use MAC address filtering. So I need to know what my MAC address is for my Wii U. And I don't see that option. It's not under DNS, not under IP, not under proxy settings, not under MTU value. Let's figure this out. Pause for a moment. Survey says nothing in the manual about MAC address filtering, so I'm going to assume that the options presented to me on the gamepad are more limited than what the Wii U is capable of and will present to me later on a TV screen configuration. So I'm going to bypass the internet connection for now. I do need to get that set up though if I want to transfer data over from my original Wii, which I definitely want to do. So I'm going to click back. Your changes will be saved. Sure, not that I think I made any. Would you like to perform a connection test? No, because I'm not connected. This is so much different from the original 8-bit Nintendo. Or even the Super Nintendo or N64. On Wii U, items such as save data and recorded playtime can be saved or managed individually for each user. Add new users following the instructions on the screen. I just want to bring my Mii over from my Wii though. Do I really need to make a character now? When I'm going to be bringing one over soon? You know, like I haven't already waited years for this console, now I gotta wait for it to load everything. Create caricatures. Look at the screen. Let's see. How would you like to register this Mii? Create or receive, or choose a lookalike? Well, let's just choose a lookalike for now. I really don't want to spend a lot of time making somebody original. Okay. Let's just... Don't use inappropriate language in your nicknames or creator names, because they may not be displayed on other users' consoles. Alright. So I'm going to name my guy Ken, and his creator is Ken. Sure, whatever. You can change your user Mii later. That's a relief. Loading. Now loading. Please wait. Your call is very important to us. The screen continues to tell me, the TV screen, that to reference the gamepad, everything seems to happen down here. When starting the system, select the corresponding Mii character at user selection screen to play as this user. So I have to select him in order to play him. You can restrict a user's ability to do things, like use and purchase software or access websites. So this is where I would set up my parental controls. Let's take a quick look at that, although I'm not a parent myself. Parents, please read. It's confusing that there are two sets of instructions on the TV and on the gamepad. I'm never quite sure which one I should be reading first, or if I can just ignore one of them. Create a 4-digit PIN. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same as my luggage. Please enter the PIN again. Select a secret question. Let's see, what is your favorite sports team? What's your favorite film? If you go anywhere, where would you go? Well, obviously, I would go to Nintendo Land. It doesn't automatically capitalize the first word, and I can't seem to put a space either. So Nintendo Land, all one word, all lowercase. Parental control settings, game rating, online interaction, internet browser, Miiverse, shopping, friend registration, entertainment excluding games, data management, internet settings. Alright. I would not want my kids using data management, because that's how you accidentally end up with deleted saved games. Or you don't end up with deleted saved games, rather, because they're deleted. Could this be the Wada Wada Plaza? Okay. Finally, I seem to be in a hub. On the TV screen is just my Wii. He doesn't seem to be doing anything. And then I have on my gamepad, YouTube, Hulu, Amazon Prime, Wii, a warning about healthcare and the like, settings, etc. Where can I find transfer data from the Wii? System settings, yes, system settings. Please load the system settings so I can set my system and put it online and get the MAC address. Please use the Wii U gamepad to select a setting to configure. View MAC address is right there. It's one of the very first ones. Wonderful. And there it is. Now pardon me while I go plug this into my airport utility. I've now plugged my Wii MAC address into my Mac, coincidentally. Ironically, just moving to the other room to access my home office disconnected the gamepad from the TV because it was too far away from the Wii U console. And that of course blanked out the MAC address on the gamepad, so I couldn't look at it in one hand and type into my Mac with the other. Now we should be able to connect to the internet. Let's see, I need to punch in my... There we go. Connection test. Wii U to network device, good. Network device to internet. Good. We are online. Saved. Sweet. There's a system update already. Or at least it thinks there might be. It's gonna check anyway. Checking for updates. Will it switch this display like an iPad? No, it will not. Now it says downloading data for update. After 20 minutes and 10% of the download, the gamepad tells me unable to connect to the server. Error code 1080144. Nintendo's own servers are swamped by the millions of Wii U's that they pre-sold and are now being unboxed trying to connect to the internet to get the day one system update. I'll try again tonight before I go to bed in case it takes another 2 hours to download the whole thing. I just hope that this update is not required for me to proceed with my enjoyment of my new system. The only thing I want to do before I play an actual game is transfer my data from my Wii. How do I do that? There are a lot of menus here. Move, manage data. What other items here? Set date time, TV screen, TV remote, calibrate gamepad, screen burn-in reduction, maybe a screensaver, sensor bar and Wiimote sensitivity, auto power down, system language, system update, delete all content and settings. Alright, let's go back to the data management screen. There we are. Okay. System memory. Netflix, YouTube, Amazon, Hulu. There doesn't seem to be any game data on here. The USB storage says this option will become available with a system update. So there's something I can't do until I get that system update. But how do I transfer my Wii data? Let's take a closer look. The manual says to insert an SD card. So I've taken the SD card out of my Wii and into my Wii U. Let's see if that opens up some new options. Now it says to go to the Wii menu application. Or Wii U menu application. What'll be interesting is that my Wii has the Homebrew channel on it. Obviously that won't be transferred. I wonder what sort of modifications the Wii U may make in the course of that transfer. Also, the SD card already has data on it that I want to transfer, in addition to what's in the Wii memory. I did make a disk image of my SD card on my Macintosh prior to this effort, just in case something goes awry. Okay, under data management it still says system memory and USB storage. Does not seem to allow for the SD card. I'm still not seeing any help here. I'm using version 1.0.1 of the Wii U system software. This is the excuse me, Wii U menu. So maybe I'm missing something. I don't see any other applications. Me Maker, Disk, System Settings, Netflix, YouTube, Amazon, Hulu, Wii, Daily Log, Parental Controls, Health and Safety Information. It seems to suggest if I push X, the screens will switch. So they do. But I still don't see how to transfer data. Okay, let's try the screen that says... How do I... Now that's interesting. Since I moved the menu to the TV, I can no longer use the gamepad to access it. I must have to sync a Wiimote. So let's move it back to the gamepad and choose the Wii menu. A system update is required. Okay. So, with the omission of potential gameplay, I would say that ends the unboxing. I can't get the system update right now. I can't transfer data from the Wii to the Wii U. And I'm going to switch over to HDMI before I try the games themselves. And since I don't have screen capture anyway, I can't really present a great experience for you. But I hope you've enjoyed this unboxing. Gives you an idea of the effort that goes into setting up your Wii U. My name is Ken Gagne, reporting for Gamebits and Computer World.